What's going on, everyone? Master Tristical Clan is here with another episode of our 7 Levels of series. Today we'll be focusing primarily on roundhouse kick. Let's get started. The first thing I want you guys to think of with a roundhouse kick is we always start with the lead leg. Now the reason that I like to do this is we get to really think of the technique before we think of the power. So here's what I want you guys to do. Your back foot, depending on your flexibility and depending on the style, should be anywhere from 90 degrees this way to maybe 45 degrees back to all the way. I prefer mine to be 45 degrees back. Now, we're gonna shift our weight to our back leg, pick up this knee, hold up the balance, hands up by our chest, think shoulders back, chest open. I want you guys to think confidence. Now, depending on what style or where you're kicking, you might be kicking with the instep or the ball of the foot. Today, I'm gonna be demonstrating all of my kicks with the instep. So with the toes pointed, hitting with either the shin or the instep of the foot. All right, let's get started with lead leg roundhouse kick. Mr. Press launch, come over here. All right, we're gonna start from here, shift the weight into the back leg, angle up, kick and pull back. You can even work this sparring, where you can imagine like you're throwing a jab here to bring their hands up, shift it slightly to the side. Most people, when you're doing that, will bring their hands and follow that jab. So it turns their hands out, jab, come across the face. Jab, come across the face. All right? The next level of this is gonna be pivot roundhouse kick, which eventually builds into turn. I'm gonna demonstrate both. Pivot roundhouse kick is teaching us to turn our hips into the position that they're supposed to be to properly produce power and to save our hip mobility. And what I mean by that is we're gonna start with the toes pointed up, heel up, pivot the hips. All right? Let me show you from this angle just so you guys can see this. Front toes up, back heel up, we pivot the hips. What this teaches us is how to open everything up. If we were to throw a turning kick like this, I'm putting a lot of strain and a lot of different connective tissue, and I'm not able to fully kick with power. So while we're doing this, we start like this. I'll show you technique based first and then turning. Target pad up, front toes up, back heel up, pivot, sink. Hands are up, chamber, kick, pull back, back to here. Once you get a good feeling for that, we can start to work on a turning roundhouse kick. What we're gonna do with that is as we pick up that knee, we shift our leg into the position that it was in for our lead leg roundhouse kick. Lead leg roundhouse kick was like this. Turning a roundhouse kick turns until it's in a lead leg position. But now we have all the power of our hips driving into that target pad. So that'll look more like this. We're here, turn and pull back. Always remembering the pullback. Your pullback should be even faster than you extend it out. Couple different reasons for that. If you go against a grappler or somebody who's trying to grab your legs, you never want to let somebody hold on to your legs after a kick, okay? I'll show you that again. We're turning, kick and pull back. Good. All right, the next step from that is a turning or spinning roundhouse kick all the way to our starting position. Now this one might be a little bit tricky at first, so I'll break this down a little bit more. We'll start with our right leg back, kick with the instep, shift the hips across, and think about starting up high and coming slightly down. So you have enough momentum to kick all the way back to our starting position, okay? I'll show you guys that again. Turn over, across, and touch. Demonstrate that on the target pad. We're here, starting back, kick, and back. You'll have a tremendous amount of power with this kick, but you need to make sure that you can commit and aim properly. If you miss when demonstrating or trying this kick and sparring, you leave yourself wide open to counterattack. So only use this one if you feel super comfortable with it. I'll show you guys one more time. We're here, kick, and turn back. Keeping the head up, fist by the face. All right, our next one is gonna be a jump front roundhouse kick. Now there's two different ways to think about this kick. One is more a traditional, where we start with our front knee up, we jump, turn the hips, kick, and then pull back. What this does is, remember before when we were doing our turn roundhouse kick, we got more power because we were turning in the hips. This makes you have even more power because you're driving all of your body weight into the target like that. So I'll show you guys more traditional. We're here, front knee comes up, jumping kick. One more time, front knee comes up, jumping kick. All right. as we become a little bit better at this one, we don't have to pick this knee up as much. We can just think of it as a weight shift, all right? From here, watch this front foot. Weight shift. I'll show you from here, weight shift. Imagine you have shoes on. If you have shoes on, you might not be able to kick and rotate all the way across on your foot. You might hurt your ankle, you might not be really prepared for that, but for this, you can hold it up. Your foot doesn't have to touch the ground until landing a position. So from here, bam. And you can actually fake that front kick. Watch this lead leg. Next kick. In our curriculum, kick technique number 16. Turn, jump, roundhouse kick. Now we already broke down jumping a lot, so I'm not gonna go into it too much, but all I want you guys to remember, we have a rubber band around our knees. You always wanna think knees are pushing apart, squeezing with the glutes. We don't want this. This is knee valgus, and this will injure us over enough time. So watch me from here. When I'm going to jump, sit back with the hips and drive up. You could start with this. Sit back, get a good jump, and then land nice and light. Always thinking light on the balls of our feet. Once you get a little bit better on with that, we're gonna work on jumping and turning the hips to here, going side to side. Jump and back. Once you get comfortable with that, we can pick up our legs all the way and touch our behind on the way up. So we're here, touch and land. Touch and land. From there, all we have to do is extend the leg, and we're good to go. So put all of it together, starting from here, doing a whole 180-degree turn. Now we got a ton of power with this one. Start from here, jump, kick, land nice and light. So you guys again, jump, kick, land nice and light. All right, we're down to the last two. Now we come to some of my favorite ones. First one, kick technique number 18, fake front roundhouse kick. The first thing for you guys to work with this one, knee up like a front kick. Hold the balance, breathe. You start to lose your balance, look at one point. Don't let your eyes go away from that. Come back. Knee up, back. Knee up. Once you feel very comfortable with that, you can bring your knee up for a front and then switch into a round. It's front, round. Watch how the hips turn. Front to round, front, round. Now as you get the hang of that, think, I'm starting to extend the front kick. You want to make the person really think they're going to be kicking to their body, so their guard drops down like this, or like this is even a better. You can really hit them then. So it's here, shift the weight over the head. Okay? So imagine their guards dropping down, shift. Show you guys on the target pad. We're here. I'm really coming in, like I'm looking down like I'm gonna hit there. You wanna really deceive them with this one. Look down, bam, to the face. Time. We got one more, you guys. Tornado kick. This is where we start to have some fun. With this one, kick technique number 23 in our program. There's a couple different ways to do it. Let's go through them. If we're gonna be kicking with our right leg, we're gonna be starting with our left leg back. I want you guys to imagine like you're doing a spinning wheel kick or reverse back kick. We're gonna reverse and sink. Always look at your target first. Always land light when we do this. Pick up this knee, jump, and land. That's the first thing you wanna do. You guys don't wanna be throwing a bunch of power into this if you don't have the footwork down first. Show you guys again. Reverse, knee up, jump, land. Now, if you get the hang of that, you can throw a light roundhouse kick at the end, but remember to keep your balance and maintain composure. You don't want to tense up your face, you don't want to tense up your body, think relax. We don't want any injuries. Reverse, knee, land, light kick. I'll show you guys that one first. We're here, reverse, always look, push off, kick, and land nice and light. Always remember about the chamber, always remember about the pullback. As we get the hang of that, we want to start driving more power into that. The best way to do it is with momentum and body language. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick with our right leg. We're going to start with it back this time. Take one step. As you take that step, shift your body weight down and turn into the kick. So I like to just work this first. My right leg's back, step, knee, and land. Do one more time so you guys can see. Step, knee, and land. As you get the hang of that, starts to look like this. Step, knee, kick, land nice and light. Always come back to your starting position. Show you guys one more time. Step, kick, come back. Always in guarding stance at the end of every kick. Hope you guys learned something new today. Hope you guys had fun. See you guys in the next episode. Cheerio. Come back. Awesome, you guys.